Hi everyone and welcome to our Blunt Truth reading. So every Friday, as you guys know, we do just kind of a message from Spirit, and this is whatever honest truth we need to hear. So it's not for the faint-hearted. As a reader, I'm really passionate about doing empowering readings and giving us something to think about, to work on. I think it's important for our development. So we are going to be using a combination of different decks. I've got the Witches Tarot, I've got the Everyday Witches Tarot, my Spirit Animal deck, which is available in my Etsy store, and the Star Codes Astro Oracle. And we're just going to be mixing it up and seeing what comes through. So let's begin. So we're going to start with one of our Star Codes Astro Oracle messages, and we're just going to find out, like, what do we need to hear? What's the situation which we need to have brought to our awareness? I feel as if someone here has been really tired lately, really frustrated, but they're about to have a big breakthrough. So I'm getting like when you're on the verge of change, you know, right before the big moment. It's almost like you're stood on the stage and everything's set and you're just waiting for the curtains to open. So we have the solar calm, and this is all about clarification. So number 16, which, you know, that's usually the tower in tarot. So definitely a lot of you are feeling like there's going to be some really profound changes, maybe over the next few weeks or the next few months. But this solar calm, I'm going to just read the action bit from the guidebook for you all. Appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work towards positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of the introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you to manifest needed changes when the tide turns and the sun activates. So yeah, I am feeling that. I'm feeling like this is the calm before the storm, but it's not a bad storm. There's going to be some really big changes, but you are the one who is creating these changes. You know, we have the eclipse energy this week, so it is a lot going on. There's this kind of urge to create changes in our lives and do new things and start new businesses, start new relationships, strengthen current relationships. Also the desire to maybe break away from some people who we feel like aren't serving us anymore. There's just all this energy supporting, like, now's the time to make the changes. And yeah, that solar calm, perhaps this is a time of just kind of like going within, listening to your intuition, maybe talking to friends, family, partners about, you know, what is on our minds. But it's definitely a time to just enjoy this. Enjoy the quiet time, because like I said, things are going to change real soon. 3 of Pentacles. So there's a situation here which is asking you to work together with people. If you're usually someone who does a lot of things on their own, then that kind of needs to change. It feels like what situation you're in at the moment, it's going to need other people. You're going to have to bounce ideas off others. Maybe you just need extra hands. It just feels like this is a time where the connections around you are going to come into play. You know, they're going to be very important. I keep seeing like a little friendly ghost, and I do think your spirit team really want to help. This feels very fun, very light, very friendly, as if it's like, I just keep getting like Casper the friendly ghost, and I don't even know what that means. It may mean something for some of you, but for me, I'm just getting this energy of playfulness coming from spirit. So don't be surprised if they start to kind of, you know, mess around with you a little bit. So like moving keys, etc., things like that, which you just kind of notice and you think, yeah, that's definitely them. You know, your loved ones in spirit are trying to kind of lighten your mood and lift you up, because they know that you need it. They know that laughter is definitely the best medicine. And it feels like you need to invite a little bit more fun into your day today. So everyone's staring at this drawing board. Everyone's looking at like what they're trying to create and wondering, you know, what should we do? Like, how should we go about this? So there's a situation here which I do think needs like a team effort in order to have this breakthrough, whether this is like you and a person working together through some kind of conflict, whether it's like a business decision, you know, it is going to affect people in different ways, but it definitely needs teamwork. It needs you and someone else or a few other people to sit down and brainstorm some ideas together. We have the Ace of Swords. So you are actually going to be the one who has a wonderful idea. And I feel like you need to listen to this idea. You need to really pay attention because this is a revelation which is going to come to you. And it feels like it's almost channeled to you, channeled through your body. So yeah, really pay attention to those kind of breakthrough moments, for realizations that you have, because this is something that you can move forwards with. I really think someone here is trying to get your attention. I think someone is asking for your help, or like, I don't really know the full details here, but I see that you're the one with a solution. So whoever around you is having some kind of difficulty, you're the person who is going to resolve this difficulty. So it's almost as if maybe like others are needing you at this time. I'm not necessarily sure how much you need other people, but you know, strengthening those connections around you, it's going to benefit everyone. Lots of good news is on its way. You know, this Ace of Swords, I just see all these birds flying around and I feel like there's so much positive news coming your way. And this is going to help you really complete the initial phase of a project. So it's like one thing is going to get ticked off the list. Yes, there's more things on the list, but you can still take a moment to celebrate that achievement. And I think it's important to do that. Some of you are trying to work your way through this really long list and it's like, focus on one task at hand rather than looking at the whole list as like, I need to get through this. Look at each item and you'll realize how much you actually have achieved, and you'll be achieving more over the coming weeks. You know, we're entering Mercury retrograde as well, and I do think this time is going to be full of potential for, you know, reflecting together, and is definitely about collaboration. But yeah, not necessarily acting. It might be that there is a little bit of a time here where you do get to enjoy that solar calm, where you do get to just, you know, have your time gaining clarification and, you know, being fully present before everything starts to move again. And we're going to have all this energy and momentum, and it's important that you know what you're going to do with this, because, you know, imagine like the sea is very calm and you're just kind of like bobbing along on your little boat, going with the flow. Well, soon there's going to be some huge waves and you need to know what you're going to do. How are you going to ride these waves? Because yeah, you're going to be fine regardless of what you choose to do, but you want to be able to use that energy for something productive. So it's more about deciding what you're going to create, what you are trying to achieve here. We have the Eight of Swords. So there is a little bit of fear here. I don't know what you're feeling anxious about, but it seems like there's one bit of good news that perhaps you're waiting for. And when this happens, sometimes we don't realize or we don't appreciate all the other good things happening around us. So if you do find yourself waiting for something specific and you're feeling frustrated that it's not going to plan, or you've not heard from this person, or you're waiting for news about a certain situation, you know, bring yourself back to the moment and remind yourself of all the other things you've got going on. Sometimes we have to wait. So there might be something here which does require your patience. We had that message, you know, earlier this week about extra patience required right now. So we know that we need to be patient. But yeah, just because one thing might not be shifting or changing, it doesn't mean that there's stagnation, because there's so many other things here going on. So it's just about changing your focus a little bit. Lots of cards now jumping out. Interesting. We had the Five of Cups come out in reverse with the Two of Cups. So this feels like a relationship disappointment or some kind of major emotional, like, you know, like, it's like a setback. I feel as if, yes, something here has happened, which has been quite emotional. It's been something that you really, really wanted to happen. It's just not happening yet. But the Two of Cups, this is like a partnership which is going strong. And it's interesting, the Five of Cups is almost like you're focusing on what has happened. You're focusing on the past. You're focusing on what's not going to your plan right now. And maybe you're missing the true purpose of a specific connection. Or maybe you're missing out on a new connection entirely. This doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be for some of you. This Two of Cups is definitely talking about partnership. So the collaboration I keep seeing is between you and another person. There could be like other people involved if this is a business thing, but for the majority, I feel like this is a partnership between you and one other person, which is really coming together. It's really strengthening. This Two of Cups, there's going to be an offer or an opportunity from someone. You see these cats down here? One is handing another a fish to the other, and I just really feel like there's going to be an offer, a very sincere offer or opportunity which comes up between you and another person. And yeah, Five of Cups coming out in reverse, first of all. It's like when you stop focusing on what's not going to plan, you'll either attract this connection, or you'll realize that it's always been there, and maybe you just start to appreciate it a bit more and work with this person a little bit better. So it could just be that maybe you're not seeing it right now, but you will see it very soon. So guys, let's go into the extended. I want to use my other decks and see what other messages we get about this situation. So do join me over on my Patreon site, which is sacredspace.co.uk, and we are going to do the rest of this reading, find out what the honest messages we need to hear from Spirit, and just generally get some clarity on this situation. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I'll be back with the weekly next week. And yeah, I've got some more special offers coming as well. So do check my Sacred Space Readings website where you can book a reading with me. It's the only way to book with me. So please don't fall for any scammers that are DMing you on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. If you want to book a reading, book it through my website. I'm going to be offering some video readings soon, very limited spaces. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when they're up. And give me a follow on Instagram, Sacred Space Readings, where you can get my daily message. I also do pick a card readings on my Facebook page. So yeah, if you're interested, check out my other social channels. Lots going on. But anyway, let's head over to Sacred Space and let's see what the rest of this message is. You're going to let them help you because you really do trust that the two of you are in this together. You both want the same positive change. Oh my God. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video or sign up to the Evolve tier for full access to the Sacred Space site.